Welcome back to the Clair Care Center, and I'm Don Clair. And I want to start this session by telling you I had a unique and difficult experience last week that actually concreted my belief in why it's important what we do. My wife and I and a friend were sitting at our dinner table last Saturday evening, and we got a dreaded phone call. It was a family member that had a stroke. She's 43 years old. She's a medical professional. She's got 2 children. She had it all. And she may have it all again, but at that moment, we're looking at what is she going to do if she can't work anymore? What if she loses her profession? Because we have people every day come to my house. What am I going to do? Because I have no money left. My Social Security's not here. My retirement's not here. And what do I have to tell them? One of the key points, if you don't remember anything else that we tell you today, you need multiple streams of income. Not just your Social Security if you're about that age, not just your VA if you're there, but you need multiple ways in case something happens to one, you're not left to hang out to dry. So what's a fella to do? How can I create a stream of income when I am retired? I actually retired once from the Department of Justice. What do I do when I have actually my skills was in prison where I worked at? What do I do? I come across a plan, and this is what we're going to show you today. A simple way that you could make as much or as little money as you could ever hope to make. So many of you are listening to me today probably are looking at, well, could I make could I make $300? What if I could make $1,000? What if I could make $10,000? All those are possible, and we're going to show you how to do that today, but we're going to show it to you in a way that's simple. I want to ask you a question. If I was going to make a business and I wanted to do it home, what would be the requirements? Because I see businesses every day start up. If you look at statistically, an entrepreneur, if he starts a business, an entrepreneur, in 5 years, only 10% is remaining. If you go 5 more years after that, only 5% of those are still around. So becoming an entrepreneur and doing any kind of business is risk. So how can I make a business that's not risky? What do I have to look at? Well, a fellow by the name of John Paul Getty said some wise things that I looked at and said, this is what you got to do. The first thing is that somebody has got to be looking for you. I mean, they really have to be looking for you. It's like when Getty wrote this, he said, looking for you. Is everybody looking for oil? Is everybody gasoline? Yeah, they were, but today, in today's marketplace, what can I get involved with that they are looking for it? And what we're going to talk about today is you're going to find something that every single human being wants to get rid of. And we have a way to do that. And a way that's not addictive, a way that's cost effective. The second thing Mr. Getty said, it has to be so good that when you use it, people have to go tell somebody. It literally has legs of itself. When they experience your product, they can't stay at home. They can't not pick up the telephone. They have to tell somebody. Your product has to be so good, it walks out and advertises for you. This one will. The third thing he said was most important is that this product must be consumable. That means it's consumable is used up in 30 to 60 days. If you buy a house, when's the next time you're going to buy one? Maybe 10 years, maybe 20, maybe never. If you buy a car, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Consumable means in our business that we have a customer that will come back to me next month, so I don't have to look for a new customer every single month, and we have that. So with those requirements all met, what do I do? Here we go. So I'm going to teach you, and are you interested in making 300? I see you're there. 4? Okay, I want to show this to you. I'm going to teach you, so this little circle is you, how to use and replace products that you currently are already using. You can buy them from yourself now at a wholesale cost. I want to teach you how to use $150, replace those in your home every single month. And you're so excited, and I guarantee you that you will be so excited that this works in ways that you never thought possible. And it's good for you, it's good for your family, it's good for your kids, that you cannot help but at least start sharing. Sharing this is the key. And you go out and you share this with three of your friends or 3 of your neighbors. You may say, you can't believe how good this is. Come and see if I'm crazy. Test it out. You won't believe it. And we're going to teach you to do exactly what you did. You're going to help them build a business, and they're going to replace the products, and they're going to invest in their own health and well-being so they'll live longer without pain and be happier. Because you help 3, the company pays you $25 each for helping them. It's just because you help sign them up. And actually that has a responsibility to it. That means that you help them, you're responsible for teaching them, to help them educate. That's what we're doing today, so you can help them go to the same place. Now, this is what's really neat. The first 90 days you're in this business, you're looking at building a foundation that will last, that will build it to a place that you can build a skyscraper for income. The company, during your first 90 days, gives you 25% of everything they order. So in the beginning, these 3 people ordered $150 each. That'd be a total of $450. You get 25%, that's $150. Now we're halfway to our $300 to $400 a month range, right? These 3 people are excited too. So we're going to go and we're going to help them do exactly the same thing. Teach each one of them to do $150 in point value for the month. And how much would this be? It would be $1,030. $1,030. That's what the totals is. Now let's just count 9 times 150. I have my assistant over here.
1350.
1350 is the total there. And 10% of that is? $35. So now we have 5, 13, and $335 you've made that month. Because you started off with just 3 individuals, you received 25% and 10% your second level. Now these people can do exactly what you did. They get 25% too. Do you think they will want to not earn more money? So I want to go to the next step, but to do that, if you got this one down, Pat, is this clear? Any questions? First level, 25%. Second level, 10% for the first 90 calendar days. So if you start back to January 4th, you have all of January, you have all of February, and all of March. Okay? Here we go to the next step. Now that you begin to grasp the key for this whole successful business is in the first 90 days, you must, I want to re-emphasize it, you must build this foundation, because this is when the company gives you the opportunity to get your financial house in order. It gives you the place where you can make the most money for the buck, for your time. That's the key, is that first 90 days. But I want to take you one more step because I want to build an organization that pays me a residual income for the rest of my life. Not just part-time. I want to have that $300 or $500 or $1,000 every month show up at my bank account, and all I have to do is work hard and share my plan with other people. So I'm going to go back to this. This is where we begin in the first part. You're going to share this, and you're actually going to share it because these folks, they're not going to be able to keep their mouth shut either. And we're going to share this to the point where you have and this is called your personal group volume. That's all of this. So everybody that's in your organization from now on, that's in your it's called downline, you're going to build your organization to a point of 4,000 personal volume. And you know, we was working with 3 people, but let's say the second one over here, and you help them build their group to 4,000. When you have 2 legs, and on your journey, you're not going to get to 4,000 quickly, although I have seen it happen in a month. I'm going to go back and I want to make this 1,000. I probably should do this back. I actually went ahead of myself. 1,000. So you have 2 legs, 1 leg here, 1 leg here. These are called legs of 1,000 each, and my total group volume is 4,000, and that typically will pay you about $500 every month. At least that's what it has done for us in the past. When we started, that's what our first goal was $500 per, and it's called executive. Now, the beautiful part about this is I don't have to go out and find a whole bunch of other people. I've got 2 people who are really working hard. They're doing what I'm doing. In fact, I've got 3 that's doing essentially what I'm doing. And I'm going to help them not go from 1,000, but I want to help them even do more. And we're going to reach a total of 4,000 each for those 2 legs. And it takes 4,000 for each leg, and you're going to be sharing this with other people and what you use and your organization, which means every dollar generated from all of you, from your downline, is 10,000. And this is your organizational group volume, and typically what this will pay you is about $2,500. Now, I'm going to go back and share Jane and I's story. I retired from the Department of Justice. I worked for 30 long, arduous years. And you know what? They gave me a wonderful, wonderful retirement. I think nothing but sing their praises is all I got to do. I have this residual income, is go to my computer and check on the first day of the month, and it's there. But this is even more fascinating. It took me only 120 days to do this. And I actually matched my retirement, and it's never been less. Some of us, you can go, we have friends, you will make a 7-figure check every month. The sky's the limit. I don't want to overwhelm you. If you can just understand this portion, I know without a doubt the lights are coming on. And you can see how being able to take care of yourself, because I'm going to ask you this, do you know anyone that is in pain? Yeah. What if you could help that person not hurt any longer? Because our company, Young Living Essential Oil, is the largest essential oil company in the world. And many of our products is designed to help bring back the body into balance. So we live a life that's healthy, nutritious, vibrant. Because I will tell you, there's nothing sadder You see a baby boomer who can't lift up their grandchild and sit them on their lap and can't take a walk. And there's nothing greater in this life than this happened to us. Someone started using our products who was in a wheelchair, called me at dinner and said, screaming on my cell phone, guess where I'm at? I'm walking my grandkids in the park for the first time in 10 years. I can't believe it. That means this stuff has legs. This can work for you. If you got any questions, go to our website, email us at Clair Care Center or donclair.com. Ask us. We're here to help you. That's what we're doing this today. And I want to thank you for taking the time and looking at how you can turn your life from something boring to something dynamic. So how you can become not just a healer, but someone who makes a difference in this world. May God bless you and take care.